I once belonged to this unit in church where the leader of this unit believed that it was important for brethren to dwell together in unity. And one of our strategies for brethren to be in unity was to schedule a weekly visit where a brother and a sister was paired to go visit one brother or one sister for the week. So on this particular Sunday, it was my turn to be visited. Usually you would not know who is coming, but you know that you're getting visitors from your unit that particular Sunday. So fast forward till 2 p.m. that Sunday afternoon, and the brother shows up at my door. Is it only you that came? She said, oh, yeah, that his sister that was supposed to come with him unfortunately could not make the visit. I said, okay. He comes in as a God fearing child of God and a well raised daughter of my mother. I tried all I could to make him comfortable. I gave him food, gave him water, he ate. And then we started to talk about our unit, church programs, activities, and how we could, as a unit, support church activities. Just chit chat, life, and everything. And then this discussion went on for about 2 hours. And I looked at my time, it was after 4. And brother wasn't getting ready to leave. Usually, the rule of this visit is from the leader do not stay beyond 30 minutes. But here was this brother over 2 hours and he was still discussing. And at this time, we had exhausted all our topics and there was nothing else to discuss. And this brother still wasn't getting ready to leave. So we sat there in silence. Then I stood up, went inside, came out. Brother was still there. He didn't say, "Oh, okay, let me be going." I stood up, opened the window blind, raised it up. Brother didn't get the cue. I opened the door, walked the corridor, came back. Brother didn't get the cue. I turned off the fan. After a while, I put it on again. Brother still didn't get the cue. I left him for a while, went inside for as long as I could. Brother still did not get the cue. And then we sat in that silence up until to 6 or thereabout. And at that point, I couldn't take it any longer. So I said, "Oh, please, let me come and be walking you to the door. The day is getting dark." It was at that point that brother said, "It's like he's hungry again. Or do I have soup?" As what was bringing that one? I've given you food, you have eaten. Why are you not asking me for another food by to 6? Who does that? Brother, don't let me unleash my Samson strength on you. If I carry you and fling you from this house, you will find yourself on the other side of the street. Just the same way Samson carried the city gates in the Bible. Stop it. What is that? I didn't say any of that to him. I politely told him, "No, I don't have any soup. Let me walk you to the door." And then I walked him to the door and said goodbye. A few days later, we were in church, and this brother just, you know, I greeted him and he greeted me as if we had a beef, not the way he used to greet me before that time. And from that day henceforth, brother never spoke to me the same way again. Hey, good morning, brother. Morning. How you doing? I'm fine. I'd like you to tell me, was I wrong for speaking up? Or should I have just kept quiet and suffered in silence? I'll be waiting in the comments.